A naval officer walks into the Supreme Court. Having recently been accepted at the University of Texas School of Law, he'll soon be leaving the service to become a law student. And he listened to two lawyers present oral arguments and the questions put to them by the justices. He knows that this is a search for truth founded so long ago by Socrates, which is, of course, a process he's going to encounter uh, in law school. And it's the result, really, of 2,000 years of an evolving legal system that goes all the way back, not just to England, but all the way back to ancient Rome and Greece. Now, one of the elements that characterizes that evolution is the concept of ethics. Socrates, of course, challenged Athenian citizens about ethical issues such as wisdom versus strength and the nature of the civilized society. Aristotle wrote an entire book on ethics, and in their 12 tablets, the ancient Romans set out ethical standards for dealing with disputes between citizens. Later, in developing the common law system inherited by the United States, the British legal system produced ethical standards for lawyers and particularly for judges. Now, I was that naval officer about to be a law student, and from that afternoon observing the Supreme Court, I was imbued with the pride that I was entering a profession that, like the Navy, upholds ethical behavior as a defining standard. Now, what is strange is that after all these years of practicing law, I'm surprised to find that the most powerful and respected institution in our profession does not have a binding ethics code. Of course, for a long time, that would be interesting, though not disappointing. After all, do experienced lawyers who rise to be the Supreme Court justices need something written down, a set of ethical rules by which they know how they are bound ethically? Surely any lawyer honored to be a Supreme Court justice carries within him or her a sense of ethical duty. At least that's the way I viewed the court ever since that day long, long ago that I observed it from the perspective of someone leaving the military life to be a law student. Now, should I now be disappointed by the behavior of at least two Supreme Court justices who do not fit my idea of the highest ethical standards? Yes. But does that diminish my respect for the legal profession? No. Above all, I realize that our ethical standards of our profession do not depend on a few individuals who have risen to such heights. Over the years, I have dealt with many lawyers and many judges, and my experience has been to witness very few lapses from ethical standards. Unlike the court, we have written and drafted ethical guidelines. Yet, from my experience, I believe that most members of the legal profession, certainly the ones that I have been, honored to encounter, maintain ethical standards expected of us because we believe in them, and it is what we expect of ourselves. Our soul as a profession is our ethics, the striving for integrity by the many and not just a few, however otherwise exalted.